Hey guys, in this video I'm going to share with you two soft glam makeup looks using the ABH Jackie Aina eyeshadow palette. I already did a review on this palette. You can see the swatches and my full thoughts on this palette, so I will leave that video in the description box. First, I will show you how I did this base makeup using the Smashbox Photofinish Primerizer, which I finished it up using a little bit for priming my skin. I have dry skin and this primer is just absolutely amazing for my dry skin. For a change, next I'm going to go into concealing rather than foundation using the Wet n Wild Photofocus concealer. This is the shade Dark Cocoa. I will have all the shades and everything in the description box. I am using this shade for covering the pigmentation around my mouth and give a more clean look. This shade is quite a nice match for that purpose. After applying the concealer religiously around my mouth, I am taking a brush and blending it out. I have also applied this concealer to some other parts of my face where I feel like I need some concealing. Now I will go into my highlighting concealer, same Wet n Wild Photofocus concealer but in a different lighter shade for highlighting the center part of my face. And this shade will just brighten up the center part of my face using a brush to just blend the concealer out. So I am going a bit heavy on concealing today, not applying too much foundation. I'll just apply a little bit of the Colourpop stick foundation. After the concealer is done, I will apply a little bit of my Colourpop stick foundation, just a little bit around the cheeks and the center part of my face so that it looks brighter, and just blend it out with a brush. I love this stick foundation. It gives a very natural finish to the skin and it looks really nice. It's not matte, it's not dewy, gives a skin like finish, and it's a very everyday friendly foundation. Next, I am taking the Mercier translucent setting powder. I will use this powder to just set my concealer. I am not going to apply it too much on the face. The stick foundation is not very tacky. It doesn't need a lot of powder. So I am just using this powder for setting the concealer under my eyes and around the mouth, and just apply a very light dusting just all over the face, not too much at all. I really love the base which I did today. It was looking very natural yet put together. Also setting the concealer which I have applied on my eyes as well. Now let's go into the palette. Such a gorgeous palette. The colors are so beautiful. Just check out my review video for the swatches and all of my thoughts on it. So we are going to do a soft glam look which will be more on the pinky purpley red side. So taking this light plummy pink shade first as my transition shade, and this is going to be applied in the crease, around the crease, and also a little bit into the outer corners. Here I am using my soft Zoeva blending brush to apply the product and also just to diffuse the product into the crease and around the crease. Just packing the shade a little bit into the outer corner and dragging the shade out. Next, I am taking a clean brush and taking the light pink shade, and I'll just diffuse and blend out the harsh edges of the previous shade and just make it look more seamless using the pink color. Both of these shadows just blend beautifully together, and I feel like I can just use this and my eye look is done. Both of these colors look so pretty on the eyes. Next I'm going to go into the matte deep purple, and I've changed the brush again. This is a BH Cosmetics brush. It's a little bit more denser, a little bit flatter, so it helps to pick up the product pretty nicely. So I'm packing the purple in the outer V and just blending the purple a little bit into the crease and dragging it outwards. So basically just packing, blending, dragging. This purple also blends so beautifully with the rest of the two shades. All of these three shades are pressed pigments, so these are a little bit more pigmented and they just blend like a dream. Taking the clean brush which I used for the light pink shade and using it to just blend out all the shadows together. Packing the purple a little bit more as per your need. Next we are going into this beautiful red color. It's a beautiful cranberry metallic red, and I'm using my fingertips always. I feel like that's just the best way to apply metallics. So taking this red color and I'll apply it in the center of the eyelid, and later I will blend this red a little bit into the purple. Next we are going into this fun olive green shade, and this is going to be most part of the inner corner of my eyes. It's so beautiful, sparkly, duochromy, and I am applying it and blending it into the red. Later you will see that I've also used a brush to blend the shadow in. So just pack the red a little bit more, pack a little bit of green, blend it out, build up the color as per your wish, and that's it. That's the eye look. I am lining my lower lash line with the same colors which I have used on the top. So the purple, the pinks, the two pinks, those go in my lower lash line, and I've also used a little bit of the deep brown shade. Next I am using a very pointy small brush to highlight the inner corners with the same olive green shade. I'm taking a purple liner. I will have it in the description box. It's from Makeup Forever, and I thought I need a purple liner for this look, so I'm using a purple liner in my waterline, and I've used a MAC gel liner for my wing eyeliner. Okay, that's pretty much the eye look done. I have finished my eye look. Let's go into the bronzing using this NYX matte bronzer, one of the best bronzers at the drugstore. I have the shade dark tan or deep bronzer, I think. Just using it to contour plus bronze, give some definition to the face. Although I don't think we need a lot of bronzing today because I haven't used a lot of foundation. After that we need a sort of a reddish blush. So I'm using this NARS blush from this NARS blush palette. I'm taking this blush is very pigmented, so I have to tap it off on my hand or somewhere. So I'm tapping the excess off and then just applying the residual on the face. It just looks beautiful with this eye look. Just be careful, this blush is very pigmented. Don't just go straight onto the face. For highlight, I'm going to use the PAC Baked Highlighter in the shade 02. I really love this highlighter. It's very smooth highlighter. You just need a very little amount for that smooth highlight. Quite intense. It's a little bit powdery, but it just gets the job done. It gives such a nice glow to the face, and I love it. I will mention the shade name below. I think it's 03 or 02. I can't remember. And for lipstick, I am aligning my lips first with this Essence or Silkygirl lip liner. This is a mauvey, rosy sort of a lip liner. Lining the lips and filling up my lips with this lip liner. as you can see, this eye look will also look really nice with this kind of a lip shade. But I'm going to apply this Palladio liquid lipstick in the shade Suede. I think it looks perfect with this eye look. It's a muted reddish pink, rosy kind of a color. It's really beautiful, and I think it goes so well together with this eye look. So that's my lipstick for this look. And that's it guys, that's my finished look. Very soft glam makeup look with some red on the eyes. Let me know how you guys like this look. Okay guys, so this was the first look. Let's go into the second look. Since I've already done my base makeup, I'm not going into the base makeup details for the second look. I'm going to show you how I have achieved the second eye look, and this is the second eye look which I have done. I love this kind of looks as well. I wear these a lot in my regular life, and if you are following me on Instagram, you may see me with this kind of looks very often. So for this look, let's go into the palette first. Using the same shades, the pinks and the purples and the rose pinks, and just like I did in the first look, I will use this pink as my transition shade. I will diffuse this shadow into my crease and around the crease, drag it outwards as well. Next, taking the purple shade and applying it and packing it in the outer V, and I'm also blending the purple a little bit into the crease. Using the previous brush again, blending these two shadows together so that there are no harsh edges. Next, taking this pink shade and blend out the previous two shades, blend out the crease so that it looks seamless and you get a little bit more depth on the eye. Next, we are going to take the deeper brown shade and I will apply it in the outer V as well as towards the lash line. Taking this beautiful duochrome shade, it's like a brown teal green sort of a duochrome. It looks beautiful, and I'll just apply it almost all over the eyelid. For these duochrome shades, I apply mainly towards the lash line and then with a brush I blend it upwards. This duochrome shade is very pigmented and very easy to blend, very smooth, no problems at all. Just apply a little bit towards the lash line and blend it upwards. It just blends like a dream. And here I will again intensify some of the purple and the brown and just make the look more cohesive. And that's basically how I have done. It's a very easy look. That's the basis of the look. Now I will just go ahead and line my lower lash line. Just line the lower lash line with the three colors which I've used on the top and also the brown, and for the inner corner I've also used the duochrome shade, and that's about it. That's how I have created this eye look. The rest of the base makeup, the blush, the bronzer and the highlight is the same. I have just changed up the lip color. I will just mention it in the description box. I have lined my lips first and filled up the lips. This time I wanted to go for a more neutral lip color just to show you how this sort of looks will look with a neutral brown toned lip. And that's about it. That's the second look which I did with this palette. This palette is so much fun. I have so many more looks which I can do, so I will definitely do some more looks. I have another look which is coming up hopefully tomorrow. So yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. Those are the two looks I created with the palette. Do let me know your thoughts on these two looks, and as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you again really soon in my next video. Bye.